Today I thought I will I'll share some stories, tea time stories of tea bungalows uh, and ghost, because every time I go to Darjeeling, I hear a new ghost story. And I have many, many stories that I can share, but I think I will just stick to three stories if I have time. And if I can complete the three stories in 30 minutes, then I will share one of my own experience of listening to a story from somebody who has actually experienced some kind of ghost, or what do I say, things like that. So she had actually experienced some spirits in her own bungalow. So that's an interesting story. uh, so where do I start? It like incidentally, the Duars region is the foothill of the Darjeeling. So how many of you have been to Darjeeling? How many of you have been to Darjeeling? Today I made a masala chai. It's my recipe of masala chai, not what you usually cook at home. It's a very brute process of masala chai. Because it's cold and it's raining, I thought of a masala chai. If you want this recipe, just put a comment below, I'll share it with you. So Darjeeling, the speciality of Darjeeling that I have experienced is that in the daytime, when there is sun, and you can see the Kanchenjunga all around you, it's a different feel. Darjeeling has a different feel in the daytime when it's sunny and etc. But the moment it sun goes down, it becomes really, really, eerie. It becomes, at some places you can always have your um, what do you call your रोंगटे खड़े हो जाते हैं ना बोलते हैं. So that's what happens, your hair kind of stands on your skin. So it happens. I mean, I have also experienced it myself because I've been to Darjeeling many times. And there is a very famous hotel now, which used to be the house of the district magistrate of Karsiong, and it is the hotel is now called Cochrane Place. It is named after the district magistrate. Those days, like maybe 150 odd years back. So a lot of people have experienced some very interesting experiences in the at Cochrane Place. Particularly in the bigger rooms. I have stayed at Cochrane Place couple of times. I have never experienced anything like that, but definitely the when at night, the all the lights go out and you are alone in your room, you feel little something, you feel little fun. But I don't think there are any kind of stories about ghosts or anything. But the whole atmosphere, the whole weather, the location of that place, it gives you a very interesting feeling, and I love that feel. Like it's one of the reason I like to go and stay in old bungalows and see those kind of stuff. So let me start with the first ghost story. This is the most popular and most famous ghost story that you can hear the moment you visit to Darjeeling. You ask anybody in Darjeeling, okay, कोई भूत भूत का story है क्या बताओ, तो this is the story that they will tell you. This is a very, very famous ghost story, and this is from a particular tea estate, what is called Margaret's Hope. Now, Margaret's Hope now belongs to Goodrich. So Goodrich has a tea. If you go by the all the estate names that they have, so we'll see that Margaret Hope has a there you'll find tea from Margaret Hope. It's a very, very delicate fine tea, and it is spread across 1450 acres, and at the highest point it is at almost 6,000 feet. The highest elevation is almost 6,000 feet. So the story is like this, that previously Margaret's Hope was not called Margaret's Hope. It was called Ring Tong. So if you're familiar with Darjeeling and Sikkim, that part. So there are a lot of names like this, sounds very sweet and melodic. So Ringtong was the name of this place. Now, there was this estate manager whose name was J.G. De Cruikshank. It's a difficult name to pronounce. Cruikshank. And he was the estate manager between 1896 and 1927. So he had come from, England to be the estate manager here. And after some years, he called his daughter to visit uh, the place. So the daughter comes, and daughter's name is Margaret. So she's very young girl. She comes, and she immediately falls in love with the. Hi Swaminathan, very good to see you. She falls in love with the all the surrounding, the tea estate, beautiful because it's on 6,000 feet on top of a Himalayan, mountain, and Kanchenjunga, you turn right, you see Kanchenjunga. So she fell in love with the place. Now she stayed there for a few months, and then she has to go back to London. So she told her father that I have loved this place so much that I would like to come back again. So father says yes, of course. So she takes a ship to go back to London. But unfortunately, in the ship, she passes away. And when that happens, after a few days, his father started seeing his daughter roaming around in the tea garden. And he was like so moved by it that he could see that his daughter's love has brought her back to Darjeeling, to Ringtong, that he changes the name of the estate and calls it Margaret's Hope. So that's how the estate became Margaret's Hope from Ringtone. So that this is the most famous, most popular story that you can hear when you put. Everybody knows about this story. I have been to Margaret's Hope estate. I have been to the general manager's house, had tea with him. That time I didn't know about this story. Otherwise, I would have really, probed him to let us stay. I was there with my mother, and I said I would have actually, requested him to let us stay for the night, and at least we could see something, but that did not happen. So this is the first story. The second story is a little less unknown but quite popular. Also, in this may not be as known to the travelers who visit to Darjeeling, but this story is known to local people of Kurseong. Now you have to understand that Kurseong is a comes under Darjeeling district. So if Darjeeling is the whole district, there are Kurseong, then there is Kalimpong. So these all comes under this thing. And most of the tea estates are around Kurseong. Little bit is in Mirik, and little bit is in Kalimpong, but most of them are in Kurseong. And a number of tea estates are also in the main Darjeeling, near Darjeeling city. So you will see a lot of stories which are originating from Kurseong, because Kurseong is like the heart of tea growing place in Darjeeling district. So this story is again from Kurseong. So hi, good afternoon, all good. So this is the story that comes from a tea bungalow which is called the Selim Hill Tea Bungalow. Now Selim Hill Tea Bungalow is very famous in the sense that Rabindranath Tagore had stayed there once, long time back. It has been said that Rabindranath Tagore had been to Darjeeling some 18 odd times, but he never saw the sunrise at Tiger Hill. I had the privilege of seeing the sunrise at Tiger Hill, and I must say that is an experience of a lifetime. I had seen two sunrises like this, one in Tiger Hill in Darjeeling and one in Pokhara in Nepal. Both of them are life-changing experiences, if I can say that. Anyway, so this is very famous, and the story here is that there used to be a British officer who was stationed right before Sepoy Mutiny, in 1857, when we had the Sepoy Mutiny. He was the British officer here, stationed here right before that. But he was killed during the Sepoy Mutiny here. He was killed during that time. And even today at night, after the sunset, within the peripheries of the Selim Hill Tea Bungalow, people have seen a British, they can see somebody sitting on a horse in that red British uniform with a shining, a sword with him, but head cut. So it's he's called the headless British man. That's how they call him in that part of the area. That's the story, the headless British man who roams around at night in his horse. However, it is also said that this ghost is very benevolent. He does not harm anybody. He never scares anybody. He just minds his own business. And so the people also lives, does not bother him, and they just let him be. They just feel that, okay, if he wants to roam around, and if he's not causing any harm to anybody, so let it be. We don't care. So this is another story from Darjeeling. So these are the short stories which you can you will hear a lot from. If you go there, if you ask, if you insist, if you probe, you will go there. Now I'm going to tell you a story which is actually a first person account. So it's a little long story. These are all short stories because I made it very short, but this is the one I'm going to tell you in little bit of details. And this is a first-hand account of a tea factory manager. And after he retired from the tea factory, his wife, he created a blog, and he started writing all these stories that he has experienced. So the officer's name is S. Mohana Krishnan, and his wife's name is Gauri. So Gauri has taken, Mrs. Gauri Mohana Krishnan has taken her husband's stories and put it out for everybody to know. But this is a first-hand account, and I'm going to tell you some of the things that he has experienced. There are a lot of things that he has experienced during his stay in that particular bungalow. This bungalow is called the Dumchipara Tea Garden, and during his stay at Dumchipara Tea Garden, he had encountered several things which cannot be considered normal, as paranormal and stuff like that. So let me tell you. Let me just begin with the story. So when he was very young, he was like an assistant manager. He was given a place, a room in the bungalow, the Dumchipara Tea Bungalow, that you stay here. And there was supposed to be another assistant manager who was to stay with him, but he left after a few days. So sorry, it's tea time, na? So I have to have my tea also. Yeah. So he was staying alone, and usually, if you do not know how it works, Darjeeling produces tea during spring to early onset of winter. So by November they will close down tea production, and they will again begin by end of February or March. So during this period, most of the time the factory would run very late into the night, because the processes will go on. So the manager has to stay until the factory shuts down and stuff like that. So he would usually come back in the mornings and sleep for a few hours and go back. So he was okay, he didn't have any problem. But in November, when the factory shut down because there were no more production, they do not pluck leaves in Darjeeling in winter. So he finished his work. He used to go for the daytime work, and he will come back at in the evening and stuff like that. So the first thing that he experienced is that every night that he sleeps in his room, he will feel that some kind of a fabric will go over his body, touch his body, and go, and he will be very surprised, and he will look around and not see anything. He will also hear some thudding noise on the roof, as if something has fallen on the false ceiling on the top of it, because that bungalow was getting repaired. So he will feel that some things will come down. Uh, then one day, what happened? He was sitting and having dinner with hi hi Rajiv. One day he was sitting and having dinner with a friend who had come at night, and suddenly around 6:30 in the, because in winter in hill areas it gets dark very fast. So around 6:30 they just sat down to have their drink, which will be followed by dinner. So suddenly everybody hears a child crying, right outside their bungalow. So he tells the चौकीदार कि भैया जाके देखो, see क्यों बच्चा क्यों रो रहा है, why this baby is crying here, there's not supposed to be a child here anywhere. So he goes and he comes back and says, नहीं साहब कोई बच्चा नहीं है, there's no kid here, there's no baby here, there's no child. So he said okay. So they all come back again. In 5 minutes they hear the child crying, and again he says कि अरे ठीक से नहीं देखा होगा, जाओ फिर से देखो, you must have not check properly, अभी जाके फिर से देखो. Again the चौकीदार goes and he says नहीं नहीं बाबू कोई नहीं है, मुझे हमें कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है. तो again they come back. Again third time they hear a child crying. Now everybody in the room, including him, they go out and they cannot find anybody. So the चौकीदार says बाबू ये तो मतलब ये भूत है, ये कुछ मतलब कोई ह्यूमन बींग्स तो नहीं है. सो एंड ही laughs at them, सर क्या तुम लोग पागल हो, आ जाओ चलो come inside. So they all come inside, but what happens is he sees that no चौकीदार wants to come and stay at night at her bungalow. Okay, जो पुराना वाला चौकीदार was there ना, so if he takes a leave, like for example it will be rotation, right? So a new चौकीदार would not like to come. Even the old चौकीदार was very frightened. तो he was like, why, क्यों ऐसा रात को you need a चौकीदार, because such a big estate, he's staying alone, कुछ भी हो सकता है, तो you need somebody, right? चौकीदार तो एक चाहिए. So he was very scared. I mean, he was very surprised. He said, क्या हो गया आप लोगों को, क्यों आप, why you are not willing to stay at night with us? So he says कि we are very scared because at night somebody will come and jostle with us, and they will yank the bed from under them. So they will be like sleeping on the bed, right? The wooden bed, there will be a mattress. So they will take the mattress, somebody will take the mattress, and they will be like thud, they will come back on the wood bed. So they were very scared कि ऐसे कैसे हो रहा है. I mean, ये तो some भूत ही कर सकते हैं. So they were like very scared. Anyway, so it kept on happening. I mean, then slowly people forget about all that stuff and life goes on and stuff like that. And sometimes later there's this service engineer who visits his bungalow. It's a winter, so all this maintenance work happens during when the factory is shut down. So all the maintenance work happens at that time. So when in winter it was shut down, so the service manager was coming, and so they had their drink, they had their food, and then they went off to their respective rooms to sleep. At around 1 o'clock, the service engineer comes and taps on his door, and he wakes up and he says, what happened? So the service engineer says, please come to my room, I want to show you something. So they go to his room, and he says that for a long time in my bathroom I'm hearing water dripping into a bucket. Now I close the tap and I put the bucket away. I come back to the room. Again it happens and I go back and I see that the tap is tipping and the water bucket is under that. So he was like, oh wow, okay, let me check. So he again does that experiment and it again happened with him. With both of them in the room, it again happened. When they closed the door and came inside to the bedroom, it started dripping inside the bathroom and the bucket, in the bucket it started falling. So this was another experience. So what they did, okay, what can we do now at night? So they just, shut down the light, put off the light in bathroom, and they decided to check it out in the morning. And after they went back, and next morning they asked what happened. He asked him, the engineer, what happened. He says, nahi yaar, after we switched off the light, it kind of stopped. We don't know what happened. This was like very weird incident that I experienced. So at night they were sitting, and again, that following night they were sitting and having drink, because if I don't know if you have ever stayed at a tea bungalow. I have stayed a few times. It's usually like they have a drink, like a drink session which starts around 6:30. So it's a courtesy that they would sit. You can drink whatever you want, it doesn't matter, it has to be alcohol, but it is like a drink, a session, and you go back and then you go and have your dinner like around 8:30, depending on what you have to do next day, and then you go back to your room. So this is how it is. So they were sitting down and having dinner after the drink, and suddenly a very large black color cat comes and jumps on the table and really growls at them, showing his teeth. So Mr. Mohan Krishna, he was very irritated to see the cat, and he takes a knife, which was the fork and knife, that with whatever he was eating, he takes a knife and he wants to throw it at the cat. And the service engineer holds his hand and he says, "Na Mohan, eta onno jinish." He says it to him. "Na Mohan, eta onno jinish." It means, "No Mohan, ye kuch aur alag hai. This is not what you think. This is not a cat." And then after some time, the cat goes away. And then his chowkidar and everybody says that it happens every day with them. Today it has come to his dining table, but otherwise it happens with them every day. And they know that this black cat is not a real cat, something else, kuch aur hai. So anyway, so this service engineer goes away, and it's again summer time has come, and he goes back to the factory, and one day he finishes his work around 1:30 at night, and he is riding back in his motorcycle, and he comes near the gate. So usually there will be a main entrance of to the bungalow, there will be a gate, and there will be a large expanse of road, and then there will be the bungalows, and around the bungalow also there will be very open space with lawns and everything. So it's very beautiful. The bungalows are very beautiful. I just had the opportunity to stay at a very beautiful bungalow this February itself in Darjeeling. So these are very, very beautiful. So he sees that when he opens the gate, he sees there's a guy standing there in a khaki pant and a shola cap, and just standing there doing nothing. So he gets very irritated. He said, "Why are you standing here in the middle of the night? Go away. This is not the time to stay. Go to your home. Why are you standing here?" So the man replies to him saying, "Yes, I am going." And he could see and he is so mad that there's a stranger standing on the road and the chowkidars are not doing anything. And he looks up and sees that the chowkidars are all looking at him through their windows and asking them to, "Shh, shh, shh, don't talk. Sab baat mat karo," aise karke they are saying. And he is not understanding it. So the man, he tells them, "Okay, I'm going," and he turns and he walks, and then there is a kind of, the road slopes down and the man vanishes. So he comes out, he goes inside his room, into the bungalow, and all the chowkidars and all the servants, they come and say, "Ki sir, आप किससे बात कर रहे हैं, पता है आपको, कौन है?" या आपको नहीं पता, ये तो भूत है, ये रात को यही बिल्ली होके आता है हमारे घर में. तो ही इज लाइक, यू गाइज आर मैड, व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट. गो, जाओ सो जाओ सब लोग रात को, यू आर टॉकिंग नॉनसेंस. सो दे ऑल गो होम. नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग, टू हेड्स ऑफ द, मतलब वो फैक्ट्री वर्कर्स जब वो हेड होता है ना, तो दे कम एंड मीट हिम एंड ही सेज, सर पता चला कि yesterday you met this man with this khaki pant and shola topi who was standing here guarding your bungalow. You didn't realize. उनका नाम है मन बहादुर तमांग. उनका नाम मन बहादुर तमांग है. तो सर हाँ, तो somebody was there ना, मन बहादुर. ये चौकीदार लोग क्या बोल रहे थे, what were they telling to me? Said नहीं सर, he passed away in 1960. So everybody has seen him. He does this, he stands every night here and kind of protects or whatever, guards this place. So he was very shocked, and then he says, actually this bungalow was built on the land which is actually Buddhist burial and cremation ground hai. And when this bungalow was being built, सारे लोगों ने बताया था, they had requested the management not to build the bungalow on this plot, but they did not listen. And since then they have regular everyday basis, they have had very weird experiences with them. You are not scared, that's why you survived, but a lot of people, they were very scared and they had to leave this place because of this. So he continued to stay there for some more times until his tenure was over, and he went back to another tea estate of the same company. But he carried with him this experience that he had, which is a very personal, weird, paranormal experience which has got no explanations. And this is one of the most elaborate ghost story or series of ghost stories and activities that I have heard from Darjeeling area. Interestingly, the Duas which I was talking about, the foothills of Himalaya, is considered one of the most haunted places in India. I don't know why, but it is considered. Duas also has a lot of nice tea gardens, to Terai and Duas. So it's considered one of the haunted places in India, and some of us believe in ghosts, some of us do not believe in ghosts, but it's interesting stories to hear from people who had some experiences, rational people who have had experiences like this and came out and told us those stories about. So that's like my 3 stories here. Now it's already 30 minutes. If you want, I will tell you the story that I had heard myself when I was in Darjeeling in February this year. So if you're willing, I will say that, just you have to tell me that it's okay to do. All right. So I just take 3 minutes, not 2 minutes, 3 minutes to say. So I was this time in a bungalow called the Tharbo Tea Estate Bungalow. Tharbo is one of the most known tea estate of Goodrich, and I was staying with them, with the general managers. Goodrich does not have bungalows where they let travelers or tourists stay. So if somebody has to stay, they have to stay with the general managers. So general managers' house will have a separate, kind of a bungalow attached to the general manager's bungalow, and if you are there, you can go and stay there for the night. So this one had 4 bungalows, 4 rooms in, and it was like attached with the main bungalow. So I was staying there, and evening we are sitting and talking. The general manager had just about 15-20 days back moved from Castleton. Castleton again is in Carsion. This one is in Mirik. So Mirik and Carsion is about 50, 60 odd kilometers. So we were talking, sitting and talking. So I was very curious. So I asked the wife of the general manager, very nice lady. She was, I think, the Mrs. India Universe or something. So she So I was asking that, okay, I have heard a lot of ghost stories in Darjeeling. आपके साथ कुछ हुआ है क्या? Would you have you heard anything? Have you heard anything from on your? I mean, have you experienced anything on your own? Because I have only stayed a limited number of nights in Bangalore, so I have never had any experience. So then she kind of looked at her husband, and she said, yes, I have had experience. So I said, okay, tell me what happened. So he said, we had just moved to Castleton long time back, and my children were now their children are like in the like 10th, 12th, or college or something, like all grown up. One boy and a girl, they're all grown up. So those days, they had just shifted, and they are very small. The children were very small, and the husband had the general manager. That he was not the general manager; he was the factory manager at that time. He was sent somewhere else on deputation for a week. So the lady, the wife, was there alone in the bungalow with two small kids, an ayah, and the whole of. So they always have there are a lot of helpers of servants to help them. So 2 3 of them were there. So one day at night, she was sitting, and with the with uh, her daughter in her lap, and she looked up, and across she could see there was a library. So there was she was sitting in the living room, then there was the dining room, and then beyond that was the library. And she saw that a woman was walking with a small child, like this, and like cradling him like that. So she thought that, because she is with the daughter, one of the maids are taking care of her son. So she was okay. She said, okay, ठीक है, देख रहा है, देखभाल कर रहा है. Again it happened next day also. She saw the same thing. Third day also she saw the same thing. So the next day she calls the her ayah and asks कि ये कौन है? Who is this female who comes at night and takes care of my son? Because I never see her in the morning, but I see that she is taking care of my son very well, and he doesn't even make a noise. तो ये कौन है? I want to meet her. तो बोलते हैं कोई नहीं है. There's nobody like that. It's only who you see every day. We are the people. There's nobody else. So he's like, क्या बात करते हो? I'm seeing her every day. She is walking there, walking up and down in the library. I could see her very clearly, and she is carrying my son and things like that. I said, नहीं, madam, nothing like that. Your son is in the room, in his room, sleeping at night. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Then she gets a kind of a scare, almost nervous breakdown, that what the hell happened with me. So she called up a few other people who had stayed there before, and because it's a very it's very well networked between them. Everybody knows each other, all the general managers, all the managers, their wives and stuff like that. So she calls up one of the people, one of the women or wives that she knew, and she says कि ये क्या है यार, what happened with her? I saw somebody, and my ayah says कि ऐसा कोई नहीं है. Then she says कि नहीं यार, ऐसा है, there is something that you can see, and it's not a human being, but I have also seen when I have stayed in that house. तो कुछ नहीं करती है ऐसे बस. I think she died when she was giving birth or something like that. So you can see her taking care of the child, walking in front of you, in that room. So then she was very scared. She said, okay, I'm going to sleep with all my lights on. I'm not going to stay. I mean, then she called all her servants to stay with her right outside her door. And he called her husband and said, आप जल्दी वापस आ जाओ, come back quickly. ऐसे नहीं हो सकता, because they cannot leave that bungalow, because they are just being transferred. So they can't say, I can't leave, there's a ghost there. So they have to stay there. So they have to find a way to do that. And they did. I mean, they survived. So they kind of. So when she was telling me also this story, sitting in that Tarboka guest house, She was, I could see her face like full scared and not really liking the experience of sharing it again. Okay, so that's all. I think I have taken another 7 minutes of your time. So that's all for the stories. How do you like my all the ghost stories of Darjeeling? I think these, for me, this kind of stories adds to the spirit of adventure. When I go to Darjeeling, I go and seek कहाँ कहाँ ऐसा होता है, and I would be very happy to see at least one or two of these things. Uh, what do you think? Would you like to experience this on your own? What do you think? Darjeeling is a very interesting place.